who has been trying to figure out what to do with regards to somebody that they love, somebody that they're in a relationship with, or somebody who's been pursuing them. We have one person saying, "You're mysterious. I can never seem to figure out where you are, or sorry, figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me, and I never really know where I stand with you." So they're saying that about this person who's saying, "Let me go. You deserve all the good things in this world, and right now I'm not in a space to give you the type of connection that you deserve. Go live your life and let me go." So timing is a factor, and whether or not somebody is ready for a relationship or perhaps like emotionally available for a relationship is playing into this. And I feel like there is some resistance or some, like, I don't want to believe that it's true kind of thing. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hello, Carrie. Hello, James. Hello, Dana. How we doing? If you are interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, along with more information on how to become a member and also how to find my candles on Etsy in case you would like one. I might actually light another one. It's just a little bit dark over here. And I also had a false start with the same title of this current reading. It wasn't showing the visual, so you wouldn't have been able to see anything. So I don't know, I'll probably have to delete that one. All right, so we have "You're mysterious" and "Let me go." Someone who doesn't maybe want to believe that, right? Yeah, could you, I would imagine you could hear me trying to figure it out, right, Lemonade? I'm confused on what happened because the camera was working, but oh well. Hello, James. Technically, I was close to first. James, I don't know if you know that I pulled some cards for you on yesterday's reading, the second one. But if you missed that, you might want to go back because I think you had said you were signing off and then I pulled some cards for you anyways, which is very rude of me. Oh no, really? Oh no, I don't like that. That makes me want to delete it right now. Hmm. I don't like that at all. Don't worry, I will be back momentarily. But I'm going to delete that reading. Oh, it's trying to play my show. Sorry, guys. I don't like that it's showing more of my place, so I'm going to delete that reading. Okay, now I feel better. Sorry, guys. I know, but it still makes me uncomfortable. It's weirded me out. Hello, April. How you doing? I think it was literally like up that way because I was very intentional about it. But it also might confuse people. That's like one of those things that creeps me out. Like there's icons or buttons or whatever along the side of the screen right here. And, you know, there's obvious ones, like there's a microphone right there. Pretty sure that would mute me. But there's other ones where I'm like, I got no idea what that is, and I'm not going to try it because I don't know what it's going to do. The top one would flip it around probably to show the other side of my desk, but yeah. This is the Santa Muerte Tarot. Let's see what else we have for you. Five of Swords, Santa Muerte in the reverse, and the Devil. All right, so we got somebody who by trying to make things better, seems to be making things worse. It's like, let's say you're hanging out at a work function and they're serving red wine, and you spill red wine on someone's white shirt, and then because you're frantic and you feel bad or feel guilty, then you try to like get rid of the red wine stain, and that person's like, could you like not touch me, please? Sometimes when we are feeling a little bit stressed or anxious, or if there is some sort of social tension, we might have someone who leaps into action or says things or does things, believing that they are doing something to improve the situation. But in fact, what they are doing is making it extra awkward or making it that much more likely that you're going to walk away, right? Okay, so I'm nervous I didn't say hello to everyone. Did I say hello to everyone? Hello, Carrie. Hello, James. Hello, Dana. Hello, Lemonade. Hello, April. Just going through once more just to make sure. Hello, Donnell. Hello, John. How we doing? Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Swords in the reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a sense of loss or difficulty. Knight of Wands, something happened. So I don't even know if this is necessarily because of what something their person did, right? This could be, I got fired. I don't really have time to be like gallivanting around. I got to find a job. Or, something happened with my family. I've got obligations that take priority. And that means that I'm going to have to travel for several weeks and I won't be able to like hang out with you or get to know you better. I feel like we have somebody here who is being logical or practical when they said, I just don't think like right now it's going to work out. And this other person's over here like, wait, no, we can make this work, right? Very likely, Lemonade. Hello, Martin. How are you doing? Hello, Christopher. How's your day? What else do we have? Page of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords in the reverse. I have to fix this thing. I need to be focused on finding that new job or finding a new place to live, or I need to, help my brother get through this, health event. There's something here where it's like, these are obligations or priorities that I cannot change or alter. And because you are competing with that, I have to make a difficult decision. So let me go live your life, go meet some new people. Stop waiting on me, that kind of thing. This is the Pause Tarot. Ooh, I should also mention we are going to have a members only live stream tomorrow evening. I'm going to go ahead and say it'll probably be like 6. It might be 5:30, but it's going to be in that neighborhood. I'll put a post up for those of you that are in the stars or towers. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Intuitive energy, but also single energy. Yeah, I think this is someone saying, I need to be on my own. I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on my healing. I am not able to do what you want, or I can't focus on this relationship or give you the type of attention that you deserve. Thank you for subscribing. Hey, Illegally Small. It looks like you have decided that you would like to spam my live chat with a request for a free service. I appreciate that you have subscribed, and I appreciate that you would like to know something about your life. It's just a short baby timeout, so you can come back in a couple minutes. But I would ask that you keep in mind that my readings will be a general reading for the first 30 to 35 minutes, and I don't do personal questions during that time. And that is the time then that you are able to do a super chat or maybe even donate a membership to somebody else, and then I pull cards for you. However, if you are spamming the live chat, it kind of wears on me, right? Because then you're distracting and you're interrupting other people's commentary. So my best advice would be share that question that you would like me to read for you when it's getting close, that we're getting close to the end of the general reading. And then try not to do, you know, like 7 comments of the same thing. I'm not sure. Why are we talking about MLK? I mean, like, we're not really doing the politics things, okay, guys? Donnell? Hello, Tandy, by the way. Donnell, I have asked you probably 6, 7, 8 different times to, if you're going to be involved in the live chat, could you at least pretend like you're interacting with other people? It feels like you show up in the live chat and then you just plaster random stuff in there. So if you continue to do that, I'm going to block you because nobody really wants to read that, okay? Maybe you could just like have your own channel and then people that are interested in what you got to say can go follow that, right? It's a Monday, you guys. I'm sorry. We got lots of issues, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it. See, we got the Ace of Wands, a little whack-a-mole going on. Ace of Wands is also, I think, in this situation, because it is clarifying the devil, we have someone who might be a little bit obsessive, and I do think it has something to do with naked time. So this could be someone who feels like this was the best naked time they ever had, so they don't want to lose this relationship with you, even though they know that there are things going on with your life. This could be someone who feels like you are the most attractive person they've ever dated, so they don't want that to go away. This could be somebody who's just really feeling lonely. But I do feel like there is kind of like a, I'm wearing a blindfold willingly, or I really just don't want to be honest about what's going on in this connection, or you know, how if I were in your situation or in your place, I would probably have to make the same choice. Instead, it kind of feels to me like this is someone who is really trying to push you into like rushing this decision or making you feel guilty even for wanting to make a change or for wanting to focus on yourself. With the Knight of Swords in the reverse, I feel like when they talk to you about this, it's like they're making it less likely that there is an opportunity to have a second chapter or for you to reconcile or get back together after things calm down in your life. This is like you're making it worse. I'm trying to tell you what I need or what's important to me, and you keep making it about yourself, or you keep trying to like guilt me into making a different decision. Like, no. And more no. And then wait, oh, here's some more no. They're not listening, right? Hello, of Light and Dark. How we doing? Yep, exactly, Lemonade. Oh, I'm glad you're here, of Light and Dark. Hello, Tite. How are you doing? Hello, Seven Wonders. I hope you're having a good day. What else? The Devil in the reverse and the Lovers. I've made my choice. And I don't have this obsession, or I'm not making decisions about my romantic life based on how horny I am. Maybe that's how you make your decisions. Maybe you stay in a relationship because you really like, you know, the naked time. That's fine. That's your choice. But whoever is resonating on this let me go side, which would be, I'm kind of hesitant, but I feel like it would be this King of Pentacles energy. Remember, that does not mean that this has to be a man. But I do feel like this is someone who's saying, look, something came up, something has happened, and I need to make the right choice. I'm not as influenced or like obsessed with the idea of always having to have someone there to get naked with. So I need to focus on these things in my life that are important, and that's what I'm doing. Devil is in the reverse for this person, but the devil was in the upright for the other individual, which to me is symbolizing a little bit of toxic energy, right? Maybe I'm going to try to manipulate you. Maybe I'm going to try to love bomb you. It just kind of feels like we've got someone who doesn't want to be honest or accept the reality of the situation. What else? Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Hermit. I don't know. I don't know if this person's like younger than you, or if they've just like not gone through a dark night of the soul. Maybe they just don't have like the same understanding of interactions or priorities, but it feels to me like they're trying to override your decision. Like they're trying to say, I get it, you say that there's a lot going on, but like I still want you, I'm still thinking about you, so like you should give me time. It's very like insistent. I don't like this. They're saying there's got to be a different way to do this, or, you know, it feels like you're overreacting. The Hermit is kind of giving like, I want to tell you how to do this differently because I want you to make a decision that serves me and suits me, right? Hey, Tite, I'm not sure what you're asking. Are you asking about one of the individuals in the reading? Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands in the reverse. Relationship ending. I can't do right by the obligations in a relationship when I am having to focus so much energy on a job search or on a family situation, or, you know, my kid really needs me to be a very focused mom or dad right now. This is someone who's saying, I have bigger fish to fry. I cannot give you the time. I cannot give you the attention. I cannot do right by the relationship. So like, let me go. And this Hermit over here is like, no, there's a different way to do it. Six of Wands in the reverse. Page of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not leaving you alone. This person will cling to whatever remnant they have of this. I don't know. It kind of feels to me like you may end up having to block this person. I feel like they keep coming back around. I feel like they keep asking you to reconsider. I feel like they keep trying to influence or even just like manipulate you. And I'm sorry, you're trying to tell this person that you're going through it, or that you have something that's kind of stressful that you need to focus on. And their response is, I'm going to like make it more stressful for you. No. Be so for real. And also so far away because I'm over it. They're not handling this well. This is the What's the News Oracle. Hey, Nat, how are you doing? I hope you have some good driving weather. Honeymooning. Love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. Fuego, chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up. And then we go right into fed up, over it, not having it, frustrated. So things escalate, right? We're in this honeymoon stage, or getting to know each other, going on dates. It's going well. Things start heating up. I do feel like things got physical, and I do feel like this person may have gotten just a little bit overly attached or a little bit overly obsessed with the physical intimacy. And the way they get demanding or the way they approach this connection with you feels a little bit like stifling. Like, can you just get out of my face? Can you leave me alone? What else? Rebound. I am nervous that part of the desperation is from the hermit side of things is because they really hate being alone. They really hate doing things on their own. This is someone who feels happier when they're in a relationship. And I do think this is also somebody who stays in a relationship past its expiration date because they like being in a relationship. In other words, they might be a bit afraid of being alone. And they're looking at you as if you have insulted them in some way or upset them. I feel like I missed, oh, sorry. Let me write down Nat's request. Guidance on finances. What else? They're obsessed with you physically. They're obsessed with you from a naked time standpoint. So I don't think this is a very serious relationship. I don't think there is love involved here. If this person has said that they're in love, it could actually just be love bombing because they feel like then they would be able to manipulate you into staying in the relationship. But this person is trying to convince you to stay in this connection, even though you are making it pretty clear that you have other things that really need to like take priority at this time. This is the Graffiti Tarot. Hello, Brian. How are you doing? What else? Don't call me baby, Brian. So we've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords. And the Ten of Cups. They feel like you're lying. They feel like you have something else going on. I do think there's this like resistance to understanding things, or like I don't want to see things clearly because I am obsessed with you, or because I do want to be in the same, like I want to be in the same vicinity as you, you know, like I want to be around you. Brian, take your own advice. That last comment, apply it to your own actions, please, okay? So with the Ten of Cups, I do think this is someone who feels like they have found the one. I think they have felt like they are, of course, the person that you should be with, and that you are the person that they've been looking for a long time, especially because of how attracted they are to you. They have this obsession. So they feel like they have to do whatever they can to maintain this, or like ensure that they can pick up where things left off once you're done with this responsibility or obligation. But with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles, they're not allowing you to actually do what you need to do, right? It's like you ask them for space, and then they ask you every 2 minutes about how much space you need, or are you done yet? You know? Oh, now we're just gonna put our name in the live chat? All right. See you later, homie. Don't worry. The nice thing is there's like millions of YouTube channels. But Brian, I'm going to tell you this, okay? If you come back and do your little spammy thing, I'm going to block you forever. Like forever, ever, okay? I'm gonna have to actually like buy a real whip so I could just like crack it every time. Dang. It is really funny to me though. Like I tell you to be chill in the live chat, and then your comment is just your name 3 times. All right. So we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse and Chariot. And you know, a lot of times when I see the King of Cups in the reverse, I get a little frustrated. It's like, oh, okay, so homie doesn't know how to deal with emotions. We don't know how to process things, or therapy is like a foreign concept to this person. But I'm not mad at this King of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's saying, I got too much going on. I'm trying to communicate in an effective and like respectful way that I would not be a good partner. I would not be a good girlfriend. I would not be a good boyfriend because I have this thing going on, because I have to find a new job, because I have to find a new place to live, because I'm taking care of my parents, whatever it is. So the Chariot, it's like, I got to move on. I got to do something different. And you're over here trying to control everything. It ain't your decision. So I don't know if they're trying to make it seem like, I feel like they're invalidating what you're saying. Like, oh, it's not that serious. I'm sure you have enough time. I know you really want me, blah, blah, blah. How about no? How about the decision's been made? You have something going on. You have to find the job, the living situation, whatever it is that you need. And this person invalidating it or kind of minimizing what you're going through is really just making it more difficult for you to see a future with them after this, right? True Lemonade. Hello, sweet Scorpio. How are you doing? Hello, Elizabeth. What's up? Hello, Matt. I hope you're having a good day. Or maybe just a mallet lemonade, you know? Most people probably use it in a courtroom. It's just, this is weird to hit people with. It's clearly made for wind chimes. We've got the World. Look, I like this card most days, okay? Because it kind of looks like we got a dude coming up out of a flower pot. That's interesting. I think he's probably actually more of like a carnival dude. But the World is a card that talks about chapters being like done, moving on, right? Or maybe even moving elsewhere. This could talk about travel. But I also feel like this is somebody who might be a little bit unrealistic about what kind of influence they have, or what, how do I say this? They may feel entitled to telling you how to live your life. And if there's someone out there who just by dating you for a couple weeks feels entitled to tell you how to live your life, you want me to call them? You want me to go talk to them? Because like, no, no, no. No, we're not going to do that. This is someone who feels like they can tell you how to do things because they are so convinced that you are the right person for them, and they are a bit obsessed with you. Gavel is the right word. You're right. But mallet sounds like more effective. You shut your face or I'll hit you with my mallet. I'm not really violent, you guys. I'd rather make jokes. Page of Wands. I don't like how this person talks to you. I really don't like how this person talks to you. I do think there's some sort of like demeaning or condescending way that this person talks about what you're going through. Like, oh, you gotta find a new place to live. It's not that big of a deal, Susan. Get over it. I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to date me. I don't think this person has a very good grasp on how to appreciate that you've made the decision. They want to take over and make the decision for you. Hey, Rachel, we are 29 minutes in, actually almost 30 minutes in. So yeah, kind of, a little bit. Sadly, we've been spending a lot of time talking about whack-a-mole. Rachel, so you missed out. Hello, David. Thank you for the sunshine. Yeah, exactly. That's a great way to handle it, April. April says, when someone tells me how to live my life, I ask them if they want to pay my bills. Then their opinion means something to me, or would mean something, right? But you said this, then it wouldn't mean anything to me now. I messed that one up, April. My bad. If you don't pay my bills, you don't get to tell me how to live my life. We have the Tower in the reverse. They're doing everything they can to prevent this ending. It's like I see somebody holding on to, I don't know, like overly filled grocery bags, and they're trying to make it to their car, and you're like, I don't know if that's gonna make it. Were those the eggs? Oh no. I saw somebody drop a gallon of milk in a grocery store once. I wish I could watch that in slow-mo. Hello, Jamike. How are you doing? Hello, Salvador. How are you doing today? What else do we have? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Swords and the Six of Cups. James and Nat, I hope you will forgive me if I go a little bit longer on the general, considering I had to lay the smack down for like 10 minutes of the reading so far. Just forgive me, please. Ooh, yeah, Matt, that's rough. I think that is correct. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Enoch. How are you doing? Thank you, James. And I agree with April. You know, we all have to be able to advocate for ourselves. We've got Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Swords, and the Six of Cups, which to me is saying this is someone who might try to leverage guilt, or might try to gift you something in order to make you feel guilty, but they want to make you feel like Xing them out of your life or walking away from them or putting a little bit of a pause on your connection. It's not okay. Like, especially if you're going through something that is emotional, like we know it's stressful, but especially if it's something emotional, I just want to like ask this person, like, why do you think this is going to work? Why do you think strong arming someone into a relationship when they're dealing with family issues or when they're dealing with being laid off, why do you think that's a good idea? And I would say they would probably answer, because it gets me what I want. They're not anticipating or maybe even caring what's important to you. They're thinking about what they want. And that tells you everything you need to know about them, doesn't it? If you can't be patient and give me the time that I need to deal with something in my life, then why would I expect that you would be able to compromise or understand my feelings? They're already invalidating your feelings. So yeah, I think you're leaning towards, I need to probably just block this person or reconsider how I interact with them, because they're not being respectful of what you say and what you claim to need. Because that's your choice, right? It's not theirs. Yeah. This is the Green Witch Oracle. What else do we have? Harvest. Determination and hard work. They feel like if they just keep at it, or if they don't give up on you, that you won't be able to give up on them. Moon, phases, cycles, intuition. Your intuition is telling you that it's not the right time for a relationship. And then their reaction also tells you maybe they aren't the best at being understanding. Maybe they aren't the best at compassion. If you're having a bad day, if you're stressed out, the last thing that I want to do is add to that, right? Shoot, I'm not really looking to add stress to your plate no matter what. Sometimes it happens, right? But this is someone who's literally compounding the problem by being so focused on what they want from the situation that they're like guilting you or like trying to make you feel like you're the problem. You don't need that. Basil, prosperity, luck, and love. They feel like they were lucky to find you, and that's why they have like this grip. They don't want to let you go. They don't want to accept that maybe this isn't going to work out. Yes, overcompensation, I do think, is a thing. So we have leaves, renewal, revival, and progress. They're determined because they feel like they can find a way to like bring back the connection or get through the challenges. This person is like a wall. They're not listening. They are stubborn. I don't like this. You're trying to set up a transition, or you're trying to get into the next chapter of your life. You've got a lot of healthy patterns that you've established, and this person's like messing with it. This is the Romance Angels Oracle, and then we're going to start on those personal questions, okay? I think the opposite of empathy would be apathy. We've got playfulness. And I hope today is better for you. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. They're over here trying to come up with a way to get you to see the light again, or feel like you're in love with them, or feel like things are moving the right direction, or feel like, oh, you know what? Yeah, actually, you would make my life a lot easier if you were in it. I really don't like how this person's not taking you seriously. You feel like you know what you need. You feel like things are too difficult. You're the person who gets to decide that. Why do they feel like they get to tell you what's what, you know? Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. They're nervous that you're going to meet someone else. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. But they're determined. Their stance is, you should really give us a chance. We had so much going, or, you know, it seems like I'm your dream partner, you're my dream partner. They will not let go. You might have to block this person. All right, let's dive into those personal questions. This is the Earth and Bones Tarot. And we're going to pull a few for James. What do we have for James, please? Hello, Mr. David. How's it going? So, James, we have the Nine of Crystals or Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Emperor. You are overcoming a challenge or feeling a sense of accomplishment today. This is like, I don't know, maybe you get your taxes done. You're like, that feels great. I'm done. I don't have to think about it anymore. Woo! You're getting something done today. So when you have a choice, or when you feel like you have to choose a direction, right? Choose the one where productivity lies, or where you would be able to cross something off your list. We have the Eight of Petals or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. There is a risk here that you choose to be lazy, or that you do something that doesn't actually get you anywhere progress-wise. So this could be like someone who's saying, hey, you want to like go to the beach all day. Well, it might be fun, but it prevents you from getting something done. This productivity is something that really helps you or makes you feel like you're in a better situation. So I feel like you might get invited to do something and decline. Or there's just this, I need to focus, so maybe you even turn the phone off. But there is productivity that happens today that is really important and I think makes you feel real good about yourself. So make that your priority. And I do see some really strong like meditation or introspection energy for today. You might be solving some mysteries or some cold cases, which I think is a good use of time. Let's see what we've got for Nat. This is the Morgan Greer. Hello, Earpedes. How are you doing? What else? Nope, not what else. We've got, what guidance do we have for Nat on finances, please? So I feel like there is a choice approaching you in the near future, in the next 2 weeks. This choice is going to be an important one. And I feel like you're leaning towards, or your instincts tell you to go for the more conservative or like frugal or, you know, save some money kind of approach. And that's wise because there is some sort of stressor approaching or something like an unexpected expense. And I feel like your intuition is telling you like, I need to do something here. I need to like anticipate this. Maybe you even dream about it. You might dream about like the air conditioner breaking down, or, oh, I got to fix my garage door opener or something. There is a need to save some money or be more conservative with your finances, but I see you being intuitive and acting on this. So I feel like it's like a little blip on the radar. Yeah, it's a little inconvenient, but you're able to handle it. With like an overall on the finances, I do feel like there's forward movement and a leveling up. So you might be getting a raise or you might get some unexpected income. But with the Emperor in the reverse, this is saying you need to be open to how that happens. You might feel like money comes to you in this particular way, but it's actually a different way. So money is going to improve, but make sure you've got a decent savings account, or that you anticipate or expect something to be a little bit more expensive than you wanted it to be. Yeah, dude, same. You got this though, so don't fret. Just listen to your intuition. It will guide you. All right, y'all, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. And thank you for hyping the video if you're able to. Also, thank you for checking out my Etsy, my candles on Etsy.